Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Talisha, also known as CreativiTeeByT, and today I'm coming to you with a review of McCall's 8106. So if you are interested in watching this review, please continue to watch. Well, hello everyone. I hope you have had a fabulous week. Again, I am coming to you with a pattern review, and this is of McCall's 8106. It's just a cute little sundress that I thought I would whip up really quick because I had one of those little fabric bundles, and I'll talk about that later. And hey, I just decided to use it. So this dress is described to be a slip dress with a cowl neckline, and you can either have drawstrings details at the sides or you can not have it, but all of the views do have the cowl neck. The sewing level for this is set as easy, and it definitely is easy. I made a view C, and that is the easiest of them all because it does not call for the drawstrings. This dress is cut on the bias, which is something that I had not done before. It was not hard, it's just that something I had not done before. So that was a different experience for me, and I only used 2 pattern pieces to complete this look. I mean, I used 2 main pattern pieces, which is the front and the back, and I did have to use a different pattern piece to get the facing cut out. The size that I cut was a large, and I do feel like the top part of this looked like the pattern cover, but I don't feel like the bottom did. On the pattern cover, it flared out quite a bit, and this kind of just hangs straight. Now, I don't dislike that, but it's not a true image of what the pattern cover is. So I thought that was a little different. But like I said, still nice. The instructions were very easy to follow, and the things that I really liked about this pattern is the cowl neckline. I like the drawstring options, but I did not want to utilize the drawstrings because it makes this dress look shorter, and I wanted to be able to wear this into the office with maybe like a cardigan without having to worry about if too much of my legs are showing. I like the fact that there's no closure, so it's just a pull over, and it's sleeveless. And the other thing I like about it is the length. It's the perfect length. It's modest but not hanging to the floor. So yeah, I really like that about that, and just perfect to wear anywhere. So the fabric that I use, I'm not really sure what it is, but it's in the silky type family, and it presses really well. The reason why I don't know exactly what it is because I didn't get it from a bolt at a fabric store. I purchased it at Walmart, and guess how much I paid for it? Guess how much? $2. I made this dress for $2. Can you believe it? It was 2 yards for $2, and I completed the look. Now, it did say that the dress called for like 2 1/4 yards, but I made it for 2 yards. I laid it out, and I did not struggle achieving that, so 2 yards it was. I didn't make any alterations or anything to the dress, but I did try to add pockets, and when I put it on, it was terrible. It looked absolutely awful. I didn't get a picture of it, but it was horrible. So I did take the pockets out, and when I took it out, I had already like stitched the pockets in place and top stitched or edge stitched the pockets, so I didn't want to rip it all out, so I actually cut it out. So that could have took some of the shape away from the dress, but it was only like a little over 1/4 inch, you know, but still I took that out because it just didn't look well. Now, I really don't understand why that didn't look well. I don't know if it has anything with the dress being cut on the bias, but it was just a bunched up mess. So yeah, had to take that out. I would definitely recommend this to others. It is such an easy sew, and like I said, beginner friendly. And the reason why I made it is because it's a simple sew, and this cowl neck part of the dress reminds me of the Sicily slip dress that I absolutely love. So I was like, let me pick up that pattern and duplicate that look by making this dress. Now I'm still going to sew the actual Sicily slip dress, and I'm going to probably use the spaghetti straps, and I may even do a mock-up of the wide straps just to see what the differences are and maybe do a comparison video. But yeah, that was the reason why I was drawn to this. It's because of it reminded me of the Sicily slip dress, and I do think it looks very much like that the wide strap version of it. So again, back to it being cut on the bias. This is the first time that I made a dress that was cut on the bias, but I didn't experience the growth that people talk about when dresses are cut on the bias. It still seems like it's the same length to me, and I made this dress a couple of weeks ago. I just hadn't got around to filming and getting my pictures taken. So I've yet to experience the growth factor with the bias cut dresses. And the one thing that I did have trouble with, and it's not even the pattern's fault, it's me. It was all me. And it's so funny because I recently watched a YouTube video that Madi from Madi Sews had published, and she talked about where she thought that her facings were bands, or either her bands were facings. She had got it mixed up. I can't exactly remember which way it was for her, but I did the same thing, and it's so funny that I had recently watched that. But I made this dress like 2 weeks ago, and the same thing happened to me, and it didn't come to my mind until I watched her video. I was like, maybe that's what's going on with this. But yes, my facings were completely wonky because I tried to use it as an armband. What is going on? What is this? So it was hanging off there, just looking crazy. And then when I came to the realization that it was probably a facing, I went to the instructions and I looked. What did it say? Facing. So I corrected it by turning it in and stitching it down, and now it looks better. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. And you know, I used to see this watch this commercial when I was a child on TV, and the keywords in the commercials were reading is fundamental. And yes, it is. If I would have read the instructions properly, I would have known that this was a facing and not a band, because I actually got discouraged. I'm like, I've been sewing long enough to know how to make this look good, and in my mind I knew how to correct it, because I was just going to turn it on and fix it and make it be a facing anyway. But it just bothered me that I felt like I didn't know from the beginning. But anyway, you know how it is sometimes. We need wins. But yeah, funny story, just thought I would share it. But overall, I love this dress. I will make more, and maybe it may even look differently once I make it again in the hip area, and maybe have a little bit more shape to it if I don't mess around with the pocket area. So yeah, I'm not going to try that pocket thing again because it was awful. And now it's time for picks and clips. Is it for this dress. Cute little dress, easy to sew up. If you're trying to get your sojo back, just make view see. There's hardly anything to it, and you'll be satisfied, I'm sure. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this little dress that I'm wearing. If you have not done so, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, and if you've already subscribed, thank you so much for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.